Hey, what's going on? What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you know who I am the one and only. Nice to meet you. I'm here to answer any questions if you have any questions about Amazon delivery or anything like that. Don't be afraid to leave it down in the comments. My goal is to actually grow, bigger and bigger and bigger. Is this public? Yes, it is. So we're planning on growing, and that's the plan. Did I set this up? Yeah. But definitely planning on growing. Want to move from Amazon stuff. Ricky, what's going on? I want to move, hopefully in the future, from Amazon stuff to bigger things and make big things happen for you guys. So that's what we're working on today. 1,000, tomorrow 1,000,000. What's going on, Daniel? How are you? Meet B. He's a feisty one, right? What are you guys up to? Are you guys delivering? Are you guys working? What's going on? What's up, David? Hey, I was talking with Victor, and we should do a collab. I've been with DSP for about 6 years. Ignacio Cruz. I think I saw your comment on his video. Ignacio. Dang, dude, you've been on it for 6 years? Why is that? Are you still delivering or out? Are you a dispatcher or what? David, what's up? You got a new pup? Yeah, he's biting me right now. Freaking monster. His name is B because he's so small and cute. And he hurts like a mofo when he bites. But yeah, I just got off, had a pretty light day today. Today, apparently, we're going to start having a cold front starting tomorrow. So tomorrow should be 40 degrees Fahrenheit and should be good. I get to finally use this baby, this Amazon jacket I've been having back here forever. You're a dispatch manager? I used to, my dispatch manager or driver manager quit recently. So we're getting a new one. I didn't feel like doing dispatch manager just because of the dealing with Amazon stuff. But I believe starting Sunday, I'm actually going to be taking care of training drivers. So that should be fun. Just be like, hey, go to this channel. Go subscribe. For Saturday, what did you say? I have good news. I am on training for Saturday. Hey, David. Finally, I thought you were already working, man. You barely getting in? Ricky, was it a good day? A hot day, cold day? How many stops did you have today? Just 150? Too easy for you? Ow. Not yet. For Saturday. So what is your DSP good, Ignacio? Is it like, are they cool? Do you think they could work on things better? Do you guys talk a lot with your drivers or what? Tampa, Florida, I heard it doesn't get very cold over there. It's always nice and warm. David, you had to do your drug test. How was that, man? Did you pass? You better have passed. Let's see. Drug test. How was that? Mute this real quick. I have to edit this so people can actually see what we are. Amazon delivery driver, Amazon delivery, working as an Amazon delivery driver. Sorry, give me 1 second, guys. Trying to edit this so people can actually show up and I can help some people. Amazon delivery for Amazon delivery help. There we go. That should be all right for now. You passed your drug test. Good. So you passed your drug test, and what's next, right? You should be good to go. There shouldn't be anything much to do, right? Because once you pass your drug test, I think the background as at the same time as your drug test, and you should be able to pass both of those with no problem. So hard to navigate YouTube sometimes. Ignacio, yes, I love this DSP. They really know how to take care of the drivers. We are having a food truck party on Saturday, and the owner's paying. What, bro? You having tacos or what? 100, Ricky the Slasher. Congratulations to Ricky, guys. He is a winner of the Amazon Fire Stick. He should be receiving that this Saturday. If USPS doesn't lose it. Hey, what's going on? 127 stops, Ricky. 170 packages, downtown area. Oh, and finally got my new parking ticket. Finally got my first parking ticket. Shaking my head. Stupid lady gave me a ticket for talking about I can't block traffic. Literally, the street was empty. You still can't block the street, bro. Where were you? Are you in Florida too, Ricky? Or you're in New York, right? No, was it Los Angeles? David, the background first in the drug test. Hey, Elvism, what's going on, man? I felt this slap me, but I had to keep my calm. Hey, man, always stay cool. And what's your DSP say? Did it say anything? Some barbecue, and yes, it does get hot out here. I miss New Jersey weather. Tomorrow, Elvism, David is in New York. Elvism 305. Tomorrow, I start my first day driving step, man. I will let you know how it is. Definitely let me know how it is, man. Remember, your first day, you make sure you have a lot of water. Make sure you have some good shoes to walk on. And be ready to go up some flight of stairs and be frustrated with apartments. Apartments will be the most frustrating thing for you guys. Tomorrow, my first day. Ricky, Florida, bro, West Palm Beach area. Trump got a big house down here. Have you delivered to his house or what? Ignacio Cruz got some barbecue on Saturday for his drivers. Hey, that's some good stuff, man. Who doesn't love some good barbecue? I love me a nice rack of ribs every once in a while. So good. Speaking of, I feel like I need some barbecue in my life. Ow! Jesus Christ, this guy hurts. He's feisty, man. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Ow! Jesus Christ. No biting. Hurts. It hurts. These guys want to know about Amazon and you're over here biting me? You crazy? How can I knock out a nursery route fast and easy? David, don't worry, bro. Nursery routes are there to help you basically get the hang of things. So do your nursery route and don't even worry about speed. Just get to know the app, get to know how you drive the van, and you should be fine finishing a good time. Nursery routes are never hard. Sometimes they, depending on the DSP, they'll throw you right in there. But it depends on the DSP. But if you get a nursery route, man, this is a time to learn, take your time, and actually navigate the system. That way you learn. But if you want to go in a hurry, go watch my videos, which you probably have already. But that's exactly how you're going to do it. I wish if I ever see him, I want to slap him for disrespecting Haitians with the comment that one time. Oof. Hey, man, you going to slap the president? You gotta go through what are they called? Secret Service first. You can come to one of my family carne asadas. Hey, boy, don't play with me. I love me some carne asada. Carne asada is the best. We only got Chick-fil-A sandwiches last time for the whole station. Chick-fil-A, hey, that's not bad, man. Sandwiches, hey, as long as it's free food, right? I wouldn't mind if it was free food and I actually. I don't eat a lot of fast food, but if it was actually free and there was something like Chick-fil-A, I probably would grab me a sandwich. We are skipping the step vans and going straight to the electric vans. What? Ignacio, you got the electric vans, bro? Lucky. I want to actually drive those. They're only making 100,000 they're trying to get 100,000 by 2021 on the streets. I dare you to come one day. Hey, man, maybe if I get enough money one day, get these views up, start doing some cool things, we can all do some cool things together. But the electric vans, yeah, skip the step vans. Go straight for the electric vans. Hopefully a tire doesn't pop on them because I don't know how it's going to be changing a tire on the electric vans. That would be a little bit difficult. You have electric vans too, David? Dang, lucky. We still have the freaking regular prime vans. I haven't even gotten to electric vans. They started in Cali. How's it gonna go from Cali all the way to Florida? Makes no sense. You got to go through the nation. Brother Mike, what's up, man? What's going on? David Fuentes, the Gcast Logistics, they don't want step bands, so they skip. We don't want step bands on my DSP either. But I don't even know if they've talked about the electric ones, because they want to have 100K, and that's a lot of DSPs. If there's only 100K, a lot of DSPs are going to want those electric vans. Just passed the test, and we just got pushed back 2 more weeks to start. Why? If you pass the test, why are you pushed back, Brother Mike? That's crazy. Man, I wish I could skip the step vans. I don't think we're getting them, but if Amazon makes us get them, we just might have to. DSP didn't get enough people to start. Oh, so you have you're working at a brand new DSP. So brand new DSP start about with 5 routes or so, depending. I doubt they give more than that, but I'm not sure. Sometimes newer DSPs are still figuring things out, Brother Mike. So try not to get too frustrated with them because they're new to the game too. They go to school for running a DSP, but it's just a thing you have to learn as you go, pretty much. Elvinism. I hate the white van, especially the Nissan. The Dodge and the Ford is not bad, but still very uncomfortable to do deliveries with those. I have not driven the Nissan ones. They are, I heard they're not really good. I haven't drove the Nissan. I've drove in the Fords, the Chevys, and the Mercedes, but never the Nissans. Yep, brand new facility with 3 DSPs on site. The others start next week. Mine just doesn't. All right, so at least you got the job. You know you have the job, and you start in, you said 2 weeks, right? Yeah, you said in 2 more weeks. So at least you know you got the job for sure, for sure. You just got to wait for the DSP to actually start. So, man, if you stick around, I'm pretty sure as they grow, you'll be able to become a dispatcher and move up from there. So if you stick around long enough, brand new DSPs usually get their first drivers because they have more experience and they'll grow within the company. Next week, mine just starts. So, man, don't get frustrated at these people. Saw a big Amazon box truck yesterday with 2 people, first time. BJP. So there are these Amazon delivery box. There are box trucks. Box trucks. If you don't know what a box truck is, images, something like this. Sorry, my microphone's in the way. Ugh. But you guys can see it, right? Yeah, you guys can see it. So something like this. This is a box truck, and Amazon do run those because they're doing like heavier loads, but you run it with 2 people. That route is ran with 2 people. They deliver a little bit heavier stuff, and I'm not sure how many stops they get, but the items are heavier, so it's 2 people. Unlike FedEx, it's only 1 person delivering all that heavy stuff. Amazon has 2 people on site, so that's pretty cool. Brother Mike, yeah, that's what I'm being told. Brother Mike, I don't plan to be behind the wheel too long. Hey, as long as you do your job right and you start understanding everything, they're going to start hiring more and more. Once they get more routes, you'll become like a team leader or a dispatcher, and you'll have to teach everybody how to do things, and you'll move up in positions, man. Yes, BJP, the one with the bigger tough, I think was a Freightliner. Woo! Ignacio, I went straight to dispatch manager after being driver for 5 years. With Ignacio, with that much experience, I hope they'll move you to manager because, man, that's a lot. Early bird, I want to drive the big step van. The DSP I'm going to has 5, I believe. You can. The step bands are bigger than the prime bands, and they're saying that the electric vans are coming out. So some of these guys, DSPs, are already driving the electric vans. So I would rather skip the step vans and go straight to the electric vans. Sorry for my hair, guys. It's been like this all day. I didn't do it. It's growing. I need to go get a haircut. Hey, man. Today is what, Thursday? Tomorrow's Friday. And then I'm off Saturday. New video coming this Saturday. So be prepared for that. Make sure you watch it. Subscribe. Hit that bell notification button. This thing takes forever to update. Anyways, Marvin WM Clean 81. Hey, is a road test? I have one tomorrow. We got the electric vans. Hey, is the road test? I have one tomorrow. What? So when I first started, I never got a road test. Guessing they're doing that with the step vans. So they're going to see how you drive, see if you can drive them, see if you're good or things they can improve on, which I'm pretty sure is correct. But that's pretty much it. See if you can drive the vans. Ooh, sorry. Alex Lloyd. I'm saying that wrong. I'm sorry, Alex. Would you drive the step vans? If I had to, I would, but I don't want to. I'd rather drive the electric vans and deliver the primes. But if I had to, there was no choice. Whatever, I'd do it. David Fuentes, we got the electric vans last week. Lucky. I hope I drive one. I hope I drive one. Hey, man, I hope you drive one too. Early bird. Do regular DSP drivers have really heavy boxes like ones in chewy packs? Early bird, no, not really. Sometimes you get a little bit of dog food or chewy packs, but they're not. I would say the heaviest thing you'll probably get is probably 50 pounds, but will be rare. Amazon doesn't really deliver heavy items like that. They are having, like, the people that drive the box trucks and have two people in it, they deliver heavier items. So yes, as Amazon, we do deliver heavy items, but as one driver like you, no, you will not be delivering anything too heavy. The heaviest thing will be probably waters, which I delivered before, and they can get pretty heavy. Marvin McLean, okay, thanks, no problem, man. Elvism 305. Elvism 305. The only good thing about driving the step van is a lot of packages and less stops, mostly warehouses, at least here in Miami. So I've heard people have, like Ricky the Slasher, the guy from earlier, he actually drives a step van. He says he does about the same amount he did with the regular prime vans. So I guess it just depends on where you are. Let's see. Can you get a dispatch manager within 5 years management experience? But no. German del Toro, Herman del Toro. Can you get to dispatch manager with 5 years of management experience, but no delivering experience? That would depend on the DSP, Herman. So just because you have management experience doesn't mean you'll know how to actually manage the driver, since you've never driven before. So it depends on the DSP. It depends if they want you to go through some driving or not. But it's gonna depend, man. Like heavily, everything in the Amazon world, anything in the Amazon world, getting hired by delivery, DSPs and stuff, it's all gonna be summarized in like depends. It depends on DSP. Depends what state you work in. Depends where you're located. Everything's depends. So if the DSP you apply to, all they want is experience, hey man, you might get hired as a manager. So it just depends, man. There is no certain yes, you'll get hired just because you have experience. My friend David Fuentes, my friend got one. He said they are smooth driving in it. Lucky. I heard the electric vans have heated seats, heated steering wheels, heated freaking armrests. They have touchscreen. So instead of the Flex, I'm guessing instead of the Flex app being on your phone or on your Rabbit, it's going to be on that screen, which is pretty cool because I hate looking at the little screen and it's bouncing around sometimes. You're like, damn, where am I? Alex McCoy, got a message from my DSP owner. We delivered around 8 packages as a DSP. Today, Alex, today we, as a DSP, we actually got to 8,000 packages. I think it was almost 9,000, or if I'm not mistaken, it was 9,000. So today marks the day we've delivered the most ever as a company at my DSP. Chewy are back breakers. That's the good news. Yep, Chewy, depending on how big the dog food is, can break your back. What do you guys do as dispatch? Ignacio Cruz, I made a video on that, so make sure to go check that out. It's called The Day in the Life of the Dispatcher, and they'll show you all behind the scenes, man. Most definitely. But basically, to summarize it for you, is in the morning we get to the station or wherever you're parked or wherever you work, because not all DSPs are in the station. Some of them are off site. So we are off site. So I get there in the morning, depending on what role I do. There's a role 1, a role 2. Role 1 basically make sure all the drivers get their pick sheet uploaded digitally. Not every DSP has the pick sheet. Make sure everything's correct. Make sure every driver has a route. Make sure the drivers that are supposed to work get assigned the route, assigned the van. And role 2 basically gets everything prepared. So in the mornings, we get the bags prepared. The bag has the van keys to the van they're going to be driving. Not all DSPs do this, but we have a fuel card in ours. We have dasers, which makes dogs, it repels dogs a little bit. Make sure the rabbit's inside. Make sure they have an extra portable charger for the rabbit, just in case it starts dying and things like that. We just make sure everything is ready in the morning for all the drivers, and throughout the day, we when they go to the station, we help them load up if they need help, make sure everything's okay. If they have problems and they have questions, we tell them where to go to the problem solves, which problem solves sometimes don't even know what's going on. So we try to get that fixed and get them on the road as fast as possible. Throughout the day, if they have any questions, if they have any problems, they'll call us. We'll try to answer to the best of our ability. If we can't answer that, we'll ask Amazon themselves, and that goes on throughout the day. By the end of the night, we wait for all the drivers that are done delivering to come back to the parking lot, and we'll collect all the items and start cleaning up and make sure everything's put away. By the way, pronounce my mic loud. Okay. Just wanted to help you that one. Keep up the good work. I appreciate it, Mike Loud. David, they do have all that. My friend uses it all the time in the morning because it is cold. Juan, how's it going? Hey, what's going on, Neil? It's going good, man. It's going good. We growing, and we're growing on YouTube. That's the good thing. We're trying to get bigger and bigger and bigger every day. Every day. Hey, Eduardo, what's going on? Please tell us, what is the right way to load the van? So Eduardo, there is no right way. It's just what works best for you. And most of my videos, I basically do LIFO, last in, first out. Yeah. So I put the last delivery that I'm going to deliver first at the back of the van and work my way to the front of the van. So it's going to be last, second to last, third to last, fourth to last, depending. Some people stack them in threes. So the last one's going to be at the bottom. Second to last is going to be at second. And then the third to last is going to be at the top. So you can stack them by threes, stack them by twos, work your way to the front. You want the one you're going to deliver first, closest to you by the driver's side. It's hard to explain without a van and bags. I do have videos on that, so go check out my flex video. I show you an example how I load. And in my very first video ever created for Amazon delivery, I show you guys how I load as well. There's no right way. There's however you want. Yep, David Fuentes, basically. You'll find out your rhythm. You'll find out your pace. You'll find out what works best for you. Ignacio Cruz, my DSP, we deliver about 13,000 packages. We have over 75 routes. Dang, Ignacio, that's big. That's a lot. Ricky the Slasher, there are brand new delivery stations opening close to me. Just got an email We moving to that station. What does that mean? Kicked out of the last station, or is that a good move? So you're moving from one DSP. They are Ricky the Slasher. He says they made a new station and their DSP decided to move to the new station. So that means new areas, Ricky, new places you're gonna deliver. Doesn't mean you got kicked out. It means maybe your DSP wanted to move. So maybe they had a better, bigger opportunity and they'll get more deliveries, or they want to grow and they want more space and they just want to branch out. So it doesn't mean they got kicked out of that one station. It just means your DSP maybe wanted to move to that station and they're going to work from that other station. But it doesn't mean they got kicked out or anything like that. And if it's a good move, it depends, man. You could start delivering at the countryside now. You can still be delivering in the city side. Just depending on where you're located and what Amazon gives you can change your route completely. So you might no longer be delivering downtown anymore. No problem, Eduardo. Anytime, man. Neil failed push. I think I said that right. Dang, that's a lot of packages in one day. You guys, big city, yes? Neil, I'm in Dallas, Texas. Well, Garland, Texas, where I deliver from, or we deliver from. People from New York, people from Florida, and things like that. So depending where you're at, depends on how much you deliver. Gabriela Ferrari, Juan, I'll be going to work next week. I'm nervous. Some say it's good, some say it's bad. So Gabriela, so some people do say this delivery thing is bad just because they're not prepared for how much walking they have to do. They're not ready for apartments. There's a lot of walking. They think when people first hear, hey, I can be a delivery driver, I'm just got to walk and deliver something, right? They don't take into account how much they have to walk, how many stairs they got to go through. They have to find the area to get delivered to. What else? The gates don't want to open in apartments. Finding the front door of an apartment is very difficult, sometimes depending if you're new to the area. So it can get frustrating. It's not a hard job at all. This job is not hard. You're basically looking for a package. Once you find the package in your car, you're going to take it to a front door or a locker or somewhere. This job is not hard. It gets frustrating and you can get tired at times just because of the amount of packages you have. Sometimes you deliver maybe 200 packages, 150 packages, 170 packages, sometimes 300. Some people have gone to 400. It can get mentally exhausting just because you look at the back of your van and it's just full to the rim. It's not a hard job, but it gets like frustrating because you have so many packages. You're like, dang, I'm never going to finish this. Brother Mike, Ricky, what state are you in? Cali J, 189 stops today. How many packages, Cali J? Saludos desde Hewlett, Illinois. German, Herman del Toro. Hey, Aileen, how fast do you have to inspect your vehicle? How fast? You don't have to inspect your vehicle so fast. Like, I don't think there's a timer. But the Mentor app, I'm guessing you're asking because the Mentor app doesn't allow you to move on and it says you're moving too fast. But it does that to everybody. You can be checking it for a minute and it's still going to say you're moving too fast. So, hey, the Mentor app is dumb. You'll get to know it if you haven't met Mentor. You'll get to know that it's very, very dumb. So you can check it as fast as you want. Just make sure your tires are good to go. And if there's a dent that you haven't seen before, let your dispatchers know or record it, whatever they tell you to do. Make sure they know it wasn't you, because you come back and that big old dent was there and they think it was you, they're going to blame it on you. But the Mentor app is dumb and it's going to say you're moving too fast. You have to wait or not go so fast. So wait before you can start your Mentor. Do you recommend parallel parking or should you avoid it at all costs? Do I recommend parallel parking? Hey, man, if you can parallel park and you're in the city, do it. If you can't parallel park, avoid it at all costs because you don't want to waste time and not be able to parallel park. Some people say don't even back up So if you have a way to just go in and park instead of having to go forward and then back up and stuff, hey man, do it. But if you can parallel park and it's very, very easy for you and you know how to, not think, you know how to do it, especially in downtown area. I'm waiting for the drug test to come back, Elan. I'm waiting for the drug test to come back clean. Is it legal for my DSP to ask me to help rescue people using my private vehicle? I'm scheduled to be on call. So you should never rescue somebody in your personal vehicle unless you're doing flex. But even flex doesn't rescue people. So when I'm guessing you're on call, you're going to have to go to your DSP where they're located, go pick up a van, then go rescue somebody. No way you're going to rescue somebody in your own van, Ellen. So if they do that, then tell them to pay you extra for gas. Alex McLean, have you had apartment buildings where the only way you can enter is the fob? Enter Alex McLeod. Said it correctly. Have you had apartment buildings where the only way you can enter is with a fob that you have to get from another location? Yes. So usually when I have to do those apartment buildings, I have to go to the leasing office. The leasing office will probably ask you for a driver's license or your car keys or something just because they don't want you to take the key fob with you. So it's happened to me multiple times. I've left the van keys because without my van keys, I can't leave. And they gave me a key fob and I go deliver everything. They come back, pick up the keys back, give them the key fob. And it's just frustrating. Sometimes if I can, and I see somebody walking in the gate or see somebody that's going in the gate, say, hey, can you open up for me? Amazon, I need to get in. And sometimes they let me. Sometimes there are people that don't let me in. They're like asses and they're like just staring at me. Hey, I'm trying to get in. Can you let me in? They just look at me. Let me in, boy. Things they don't tell you, also freaking dogs trying to eat you. Random circumstances like police activity also sucks. So things like this will come chasing after you. So guys, be careful with dogs. Dogs can be dangerous at times depending on how big they are. This one will nip at your feet. Not this one in particularly. He's just too cute. But dogs will come. So like I say in my videos, if you're, let's say, countryside, especially in the countryside, guys, driveways are going to be super long. So honk your horn 2-3 times and wait. Listen, is there any dogs? Because you don't want to get off and have to be at the front door of that freaking house, and then a dog comes from the back and you are screwed. You have to run as fast as you can or face the dog. You're going to throw some hands with that dog. One of you is going to lose. So just be prepared for that. Grayson, hey, can you get fired if you don't meet the quota? What? Oh, like delivering all your packages? It depends on the DSP. Some DSPs can be really uptight about this, Grayson. They want you to finish. Some people are not capable of finishing, and it really, really, really gets to you. But some DSPs will get frustrated, and they might let you go just because you can't meet the quota or are fast enough to deliver all the packages. Callie J had 248 packages today with 180 stops, guys. Correction, 268 packages with 180 stops. So just because you have 180 stops does not mean you have 180 packages. Some of those stops means you have multiple stops in them. So one stop has 3 stops in them, or 4 stops, or 5, maybe 6 stops in it. So be prepared for that too. I don't know why they do that. It's a group stop. They do that, then it sucks. Angel Gutierrez, they got mad at me for returning a package a customer didn't want. They didn't know we couldn't accept packages from people that don't want it. Okay, so as a delivery driver, you are there to deliver, guys. You're not there to pick up packages. So you're only there to deliver. So if the customer you're delivering to cancels the order, that's fine. But if a customer asks you to take a package that you did not deliver or you did not cancel, make sure they call support, because Amazon has to send them this whole thing, maybe a label or something, for them to return it back. So as a delivery driver, you are not picking up unless you are picking up at a locker. Alan, you're on payroll and everything, just can't drive an Amazon vehicle. Yeah. Hey, cool, Alan. Get ready to drive though. Be prepared. And what? Ilocano. Am I saying that right? We're pleased to let you know that your background check has been approved. Please sign into your account for next steps. What accord are they talking about, Juan? Email? It should be your email, man. So whatever things like that they send you, your DSP will be sending to your email. So whatever email they send it to you, or if you made an account under their name, or for example, web dot whatever their company name is .com, and it's an email address they made, you'll have to log into that. Or if they send it to your personal email, you'll log into that. But if you're not 100% sure, each DSP is run different, go ahead and give them a call or email them back and ask them, what do I sign into? Early bird, when you get hired after the driver training, what is the test like? Is it a joke? After the driver training, what is the test like? Like the in-class test or what? After your driver training, I think they're doing drivers first, like the hands-on driving, and then they're doing like the in-class stuff. But the in-class stuff is not hard, guys. I had this one guy called Victor. He was passing with 80s. He was passing with like 90s, 100s, doing the online testing. And he said most of the information that was on the test, the virtual test, was actually given by me, which I didn't know. But most of the stuff that he watched from my videos was on the test, and he was able to answer it no problem. Dang, there's a lot of people here today. What's going on? The Alex McLeod, the place to get key fob sometimes over a mile away. It can be, man. Trust me, I know. I was chased by a small dog recently. That dog was freaking mean, and it was in the city. Luckily, the bigger dog stopped the smaller dogs. Hey, man, if the dog tries to bite you, I ain't saying do it, but you just might have to kick a dog. Thanks, Juan. My DSP is being shady. Even tried to get out of paying me for training. What? No way, man. If you were through training, they have to pay you. There is no excuse for them not to pay you. Can I scan all the bags before I load them into the van? DSP said I only have 15 minutes. Yes. So the bags all have QR codes. There should be at least 3, one on the inside, one on top, and one on the outside side. On the outside side, so you should be able to see it. You'll scan each one. You can scan each QR code and then swipe to finish. Do not swipe to finish before you're done scanning all your packages, because Amazon can get mad over that. So that way, you know, if you're missing a package, you'll go to Problem Solve, and Problem Solve has to remove the package that is missing. Ricky the Slasher, false advertising though. What's false advertising? I'm confused. Sorry, there's so much going on. There's so many people here. I never knew it was going to happen. My DSP that hired me says I get 9 hours guarantee. What's this mean? Because what if I finish early? Grayson, lucky. So Grayson basically is, let's say you have your whole day is 9 hours, like they said, right? Let's say your whole day is 9 hours and you finish within 2 hours. For some reason, you're super fast. You're the fastest in the world and stuff like that. And Ricky the Slasher, yes, group stops are a scam. I hate them. Anyways, let's say you finish your route in 2 hours. You're super fast and you're done. That's it. You get paid for your 9 hours. You work 2 hours and you got paid for 9. That's basically what they mean by that, or what it should mean by that. 9 hours guarantees. Do the vans have rear view cameras? Yes, sir. If they don't, they are way in 2001 because they all should have rear view cameras by now. Where do you fill out the info background? The Amazon logistic account, whatever link they send you. I did. So, Jay Sanchez, I did edibles 2 weeks ago. I have a drug test tomorrow. You think I'll pass? It depends. Let's find out together. To get a little up. How long does it take for edibles to leave your system? As little as 1 week to 2 weeks. So you just might be good, Jay Sanchez. You just might pass the test. Just make sure you drink a lot of water. Alex, let's see. Where am I? Can you ask for early shifts? Alex Permian. Am I saying that? Hey, bro, can you ask for early shifts from your DSP? No, yes, no. Depends. Does your DSP do cycle 1s? Does your DSP do cycle 2s? Does your DSP do cycle 1s and 2s? So if your DSP does cycle 1s, the earliest can be maybe 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m. So that's very possible. If they're doing cycle 2s, the earliest can be 11 a.m., 10 a.m. It just depends, man. The latest I've heard of a DSP starting is probably 1 p.m., something like that. But it just all depends. But yes, it depends on what cycle, Alex, your DSP is doing. So if you want to ask, cycle 1s are the biggest routes and the earliest to start. Cycle 2s are the second biggest and they start a little later. Drips B. Hey, what's going on, man? Illest, you're welcome, man. With the Road Warriors DSP. What's going on? Ellen, hey, Jay, nah, bro. 30 days minimum class, Jay Sanchez. We got straight. Hey, Ellen said 30 days minimum, Jay. Good luck, bro. David Fuentes, go straight to class, no driving. Hey, no, you start delivering the time starts online. What's up? Let's see. I'm trying to read through these questions, guys. There's so many people commenting. It's hard to keep up. This is new to me. I'm surprised there's so many people here. A turtle being held up in the sky. Thank you. Oh, so cute. You guys see that picture? It's actually a turtle being held up in the sky. That's so awesome. What's up, Juan? I love your videos. They're so appreciated. Thank you so much, man. I really, really appreciate it. I should have kicked that dog. Sorry, I love dogs, but the dog was mean. I love dogs too. I have 3 dogs now. And if a dog bit me and it was mean like that, I'll probably kick it too. To Drips V. Bro, today was cray for everybody in my company. Everybody with 15, 20 bags with like 30 or 40-ish overflow. So guys, I'm guessing this is happening because of, what was it called again? Prime Day. People are ordering the sales. It was the 13th and the 14th. So we might have a week long of this, depending on how many people ordered. But today was a long day, or is a long day for my workers too, because we were delivering. We are cycle 2, so we have pretty good amount. Today is the biggest route we've ever had, or biggest amount of packages we ever had, which I believe was 9,000 packages in total. When you say problem sum, what do you mean? A person in the rabbit? So Eduardo de Araujo. Eduardo, so what I mean by problem solve is when you're scanning your packages and you scanned everything and you're absolutely right. You're absolutely sure you scanned everything and they're still saying you're missing a package or two. You're going to go to problem solve. Problem solve is a person rolling around with the computer who has to help you remove those packages from your rabbit. So you'll just walk up to them and tell them, hey, I don't have these packages. I already checked. I made sure. I don't have these. They're going to say, okay, what's the TBA? you got to give them the TBA, which is TBA, and it's a super long number. And you're going to give them that TBA, and they're going to remove that from your route. And they're going to say, refresh your itinerary. You should be good to go. And you're good to go. That's it. That's what problem solve is. Or if, let's say you're missing a whole tote, you go to a problem solve. Hey, I'm missing a whole bag. Where is it? They're going to try to find out where that is for you. Our question back and forth. Jam Rich. My DSP cut everyone's hours, no overtime. Jam Rich. My DSP cut everyone's hours, no overtime since I started working for him. Only doing 6 per day for 4 days. Oof. So that, yeah, man, that can get rough sometimes. Some DSPs are at times trying to save more money or make more money than they're spending, so they won't allow overtime, or just depends, man. Some DSPs are greedier than others when it comes to that paying, or they can't handle the pay, so the hours might go down, or they simply are not receiving enough routes or volume, just simply because Amazon is not giving it to them, so your days are cut short. There could be a lot of reasons because of it, Jam. They claim they say start early morning. I know I had 30 overflow. I'm like, what? Yeah, 30 overflow. If you guys don't know what overflow is, Alexis T. She has a YouTube channel too, guys. So she does Amazon deliveries. Overflow, if you don't know what that is, are basically the packages that didn't fit within the tote. That's all it is. Michael, routes were all mixed up this morning. Chaos. That happens to happen a lot, especially in my delivery station. Like, nobody knows where the racks are. Nobody knows where the totes are. People are parking in the wrong place, making my drivers go back around. People are delayed due because DSPs are late. And it's just a lot, guys. So be prepared to deal with the headaches. But hey, if you're stuck at an Amazon station for an hour, at least you're getting paid an hour to sit there, right? Alex Priam, another question. I have online training tomorrow. What after this? What is the next thing we do? So it depends, man. Have you done your driving? People are doing driving testing now. I didn't have to do that. I don't know why they're doing it now, but whatever. Once you pass your test at the Amazon thing, which should be online testing, you're going to go to your DSP, and I don't know, they might have tests for you. They might not have tests for you. They might show you a little bit more of what the company does, and then you should start driving, man. But once you get past the Amazon stuff, you're basically good to go. A turtle being held up in the sky. DSPs need to guarantee hours for shifts. Hourly is an awful in these incentive structure. Amazon sees that you're not going fast, so they get angry at your dispatch. Hourly kind of sucks, yes. But I guess it's how some DSPs run. Some DSPs do hourly. Some people are fast, so they finish early. Some DSPs pay you for your whole day. But yeah, hourly sucks at times. Sometimes it could be good. Sometimes it can be bad, just depending on how much volume you have. If your DSP allows overtime, your dispatch gets angry at you because they want to go home early, so they send the rescue to you. It could better depend on the dispatchers, and also can depend on, for example, my DSP has no one over 9 rule. So if you're over 9, and then you're supposed to work 9 hours, right? If you work over those 9 hours, then your route can be taken away the next day because they want you to finish within the 8 hours, but you have 9 hours. That's including your lunch break, because they get paid for an 8-hour shift, basically. Anything over that is overtime. So my DSP does not want overtime. Me as a dispatcher, depending, I don't get mad at drivers. If they need help, they can. I get mad at drivers when I know they're milking the clock, basically. Like, it's fine if you come late, but if I know you're milking the clock and you're super late, like 10 p.m., 11 p.m., holy crap, 12 p.m. a.m., heck yeah, I'm gonna be mad. I want to go home too. But it just depends. Some drivers are cool. Some drivers just don't care about anything but themselves. Customer get angry because they get their packages later than they could have. I don't get mad at drivers, and I don't think customers should get mad at drivers, especially if they're working correctly and doing everything they need to do. Some drivers are very impatient, and you'll deal with those on the street, but that's everywhere, man. Some people are just very, very disrespectful towards people. So I have got a job at Amazon. Helen. So if I got a job at Amazon delivery driver, I need to resign from my job from Amazon fulfillment, right? Because they aren't the same company. Yes. So if you got a job as an Amazon delivery driver, there are multiple companies. DSPs are not Amazon. They are not Amazon. They are their own company delivering under the name of Amazon. So yeah, you will probably have to quit if you want to be a full-time delivery driver. Malik Long, what's your trick to getting 130 packages faster, or doing it faster? Basically, you want to stay organized, Malik. Organization is key. If you want to deliver it faster, you can organize it by street name. You can look at your itinerary, number your packages, or you can simply just put everything in order before you start going. But organization is going to be the key. And you can run if you want. A lot of people actually run their whole route. How many DSPs at your station? Ignacio Cruz. How many DSPs on my station? I think there was 6 or 7. I'm not 100% sure, man. I don't really worry about other DSPs like that. Do you have to be subreddit for Amazon delivery drivers? Do you have about these? Do you know about this about the subreddit Amazon delivery drivers? I have heard about it and seen it, but I've never been in it. I've never read about it. I honestly don't even know how to work Reddit. I've tried, and it just seems so complicated. Bro, I'm a hit OT on Saturday because I work tomorrow too. Like 40 to 44 hours. Supposedly my DSP pays 22 per hour on OT. We'll about see if it's true or not because it's my first time. So overtime is basically time and a half. So if you're getting paid 15, it's going to be 15 divided by what? 20 something, 22. So yeah, basically time and a half, guys. What's the funniest customer note you've seen? What's the funniest customer note I've seen? Throw my package onto the ledge, which wasn't too bad, but it was in the second. They wanted me to place it on the ledge, which was like on the second level. So I didn't want to throw it because I didn't want to miss and break. And then it was an envelope. So, you know, envelopes are flimsy. So if you try to throw them, they might shake everywhere. So I had to climb a little bit. I climbed to the second floor and actually placed it on the second floor on their patio area. And that's probably the funniest thing. Haven't had to sing or anything like that. That's their personal. Alexis, I've been getting off at 3 to 4 with cycle 2s for past month now. Today, Alexis, I've been getting off at 3 or 4 with the cycle 2 for the past month now. Today is the first time I had over 200 packages, but only 132 stops. So still finished in 3.5 hours, closer to 4. Dang, you must have it all houses, right? If you're finishing that early with that many stops and that many packages, you must have had houses. Because if you throw apartments into the mix, that's going to take a little longer. Good job, Alexis. You fast, girl. You're real fast. Jordy. It's been about 3 weeks and my DMB record is still in report review. Is it worth it still? Been trying a couple other DSPs. Been trying with a couple. Hey, man. Keep applying. If you still haven't got it past whatever, keep applying, man. You should be fine. Some DSPs are better at the hiring process than other, but just keep applying. Do dispatchers have Do dispatchers have to take on routes? On car fast. So it depends on what your DSP wants to do. Why is this blurring out? So if your DSP does not want to drop a route because of a drop route, it's something that affects them negatively. Maybe it'll make their route count go down. Why the heck is this blurry? Adjust. There we go. So yes, sometimes I've had to do a route just because not enough delivery drivers showed up, and you just have to take the L and deliver, and maybe you'll get rescued as a dispatcher later or not, just depends. But yes, we've had to do routes before just because not enough drivers show up to work. How is the schedule? Do they have night shifts or just day shifts? No delivery driver delivers at night. Like night shifts, no. They do in the fulfillment center have night shifts, but as a delivery driver, no. If you're delivering at night as a delivery driver, something's wrong there. Something's very wrong. Yes, houses. I was so happy. Houses are awesome. How can I be a fast delivery driver? Stay organized. You can run if you want. You don't have to. Stay organized and stay organized. You can break your packages down by street names and look at your map. Look at your map and adjust the route if you can, if you know how to. But first starting off, guys, I would recommend just following the map and you'll do fine. Break the rules. When I'm close to 8 hours, the dispatch always sends a rescue. When I only have one big left thinking of going to different DSP. When I'm close to 8 hours, the dispatch always sends a rescue, even when I only have one bag left thinking of going to a different DSP. So I guess your DSP doesn't like paying overtime, my dude. So that could be a reason for that. Drew G, how common are accidents? It depends, man. We as my DSP, we rarely have accidents. They're not bad, thank God. We don't want anything ever bad happening to our drivers. We've had drivers go underneath overpasses that were too low and they messed up the roofs. We had drivers hit parked cars. Yes, it happens. Some people hit parked cars. We had what is it called? Bumper fenders, fender benders, whatever, but they're not too common. So that's a good thing. Just depends on what kind of people your DSP hires. Oops. Whoa. What time to start on day shift? Depends, Helen, on the DSP. Some DSP starts very, very early in the morning, as early as 6 in the morning. Some DSP start a little bit later, as late as 12 or 1. What's the longest you've seen someone be stuck in the application process after accurately send their background check to Amazon for report and review? David Fuentes, I know he was stuck in the application process for a long time just because he couldn't get to the interview section. Like they would send him emails and he couldn't get to it. And also they would take forever to respond, or they wouldn't respond to him at all. So it could get maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I've heard people waiting a month, but my DSP is pretty fast at actually responding. They have some that start at 9, 11, and 12, something like that. Yup. Just go back to orientation. Drugs just got back. Quico. That's a little, is that Moo? Just got back from orientation drug screen. Definitely nervous. Silicon Valley here. Hey, Silicon Valley in the house. What's going on? Why are you nervous, bro? You should only be nervous if you've done drugs. Have you done drugs, boy? Are you on that cocaine? Are you on that marijuana? Are you on that Mary Jane? Can getting rescued affect you as a driver? No, not really. It could make your hours less, but depending. So it depends. Being rescued is not necessarily a bad thing all the time. some people understand why you need the rescue, just because some days you have a ton of apartments, so the rescue is necessary. If you're super slow and do not start to get it and do not start to ramp up and start getting faster, it could affect you, because no DSP wants to keep rescuing you, but it could also depend on DSP. Some DSPs demand that rescues are mandatory, so it might not affect you at all. It just depends on what DSP you work for. Z09. Let's see. Come to the room. Do DSP typically supply hand trucks, and how often do you need one? What do you mean hand trucks? Let me see. Hand trucks. Oh, do you mean dollies? I call them dollies. Sorry, I don't know what a hand truck was. But DSPs usually do. But if they don't, you should probably buy one for yourself. That way you know you have one in the case of an emergency, or you have to roll with stuff. But some DSPs do provide them, other DSPs don't. So you gotta, depending on the DSP, some do, some don't. I replied this morning because I haven't been gotten get lost loser reply from it. Hey, good job. You haven't got reply get lost loser. I hope nobody ever tells you to get lost loser. Does Amazon still use transit vans, or is it especially ProMaster sprinters? Yes, Amazon still use transits. They use ProMasters. They use the sprinters, and they use the Chevy Expresses still. It just depends on what your DSP has. Cool. Does the schedule always stay the same when it gets assigned? Can we request later shifts start? Like I said, Helen, the shifts usually go by waves, so you might not get later waves. So if your DSP starts at 6, everybody starts at 6. So it depends on what waves they get. Does the schedule always stay the same when we get assigned? It can change. Depends on what days you work and stuff like that. Your days could change. Here in New York, we do night deliveries up to 9:30. I've done tonight, Jam, Rich. I've done delivery to 9:30 before, but that shouldn't be considered night. And when you said night shifts, or whoever said night shifts, I thought it was from like 10 p.m. all the way to like 4 in the morning. Heck no. Hand trucks equal dolly equals two-wheeler. Yeah, I know now. Four-wheel dollies. Four-wheel dollies are the best. I use them with the totes, wagons. I have apartment buildings. Yeah, four-wheel dollies are very, very nice. They look very nice. And if you have to carry a tote, or maybe with packages with like a lot of packages in it, a tote with a lot of packages in it, that four-wheel dolly will be awesome. I've never, Michael McLeod, I've never driven a Nissan, but I've heard that the Nissans are not good. Illest, no, we do not use dog spray. We do not have anything to defend ourselves. You know, the training they give us at Amazon, they said, put the package between you and the animal. That's it. That's all they gave us. Your DSP could be, well, probably, if they're good, spend a little bit extra money getting Laser, which is like a dog repellent, which is like this machine, this little device that you click on it, it releases a high-pitched sound that should distract the dog long enough for you to make your getaway. Well, your DSP is getting the new step bands. Will your DSP be getting new step bands? My DSP does not want to get the new step bands, and I hope they do not. I hope they convert straight to the electric ones, because I want the electric bands, because it's going to get cold, and I want my booty to be warm, and my steering wheel to be warm, and yeah, they just look much, much better. Jordi, Juan, I love your videos, and during my phone interview, I started talking about the rabbit and surprised the recruiter because I had done my research via YouTube. Can you please help me get my app okay? Help me get my app okay. What do you mean? Are you talking about Mentor or getting the rabbit? the Flex app. So the Flex app, you cannot, from my knowledge, download it off the App Store. You have to go to the special website, which I do not have. Your DSP will give it to you if you have to put on your personal phone. You probably won't have to. Alex McLean, the Nissans suck. I've heard a lot. The Nissans were bad. The stereo is good, but they suck. They always have a tire issue, and only those vans, not the Fords, the Rams, or the Mercedes, just the Nissans. I've heard really bad things about the Nissans. Quick question. I'm signing up for payroll. However, I don't understand what the I-9 proof and number 1 and number 2 in order to complete the payroll. Do I just need to upload my license and social? I don't know. I don't do payroll. I would ask your payroll person, but you just might have to, if that's what you need. I don't know anything about payroll, my man. And it's been so long since I've done that. I'm sorry, Alex. I cannot answer that question for you. I wish my payroll manager was here. He would answer it easily. Are the Nissans and the Dodge vans like Amazon vans? Where can you spin and walk to the back? Are the Nissans and Dodge vans like the Amazon vans? Dodge vans, sort of. The ProMasters, they call it ProMasters. They don't have anything blocking you from the front and the back. So yes, you can do that. The Nissans, like I said, I've never driven. They might be. I don't care what van I drive as long as I can go straight to the back. I'm worried about the snow weather up here in the north. Be careful, guys. When it starts snowing, cars start slipping. So you don't want to be that person who's caught on the Ring camera. You're trying to deliver and you fall back because it's going to suck. Ugh. So be ready for that. And I might make a video about you if I see you falling on one of the YouTube slipping and stuff. Electric company. Do they keep you the same route more or less after your nursery route? So it's never going to be the same route. You may have the same route for a month and then they'll switch you up. You may have the same route for a week and they might switch you up. You may have the same route for 2 days and they might switch you up. You never know with Amazon. Everything changes all the time. So, yeah. I mean, with the hiring process, I've been stuck with the recruiter waiting my report and review situation. You're going to have to talk to your recruiter, Jordy. You're going to have to talk to them and say what's going on. Be like, hey, what's going on? Why am I not hired yet? Why am I not delivering yet? So I couldn't be. It just depends on DSP, man. Some DSPs, like I tell you, are better than others when delivering. If you have a nursery route, do they also give you a bottle and a blanket? No. VPJ, no. I wish, man. That'd be awesome. But Amazon does give a lot of stuff. For example, they give face masks now with a little smiley on it. They give a lot of gloves. They give a lot of hand sanitizer. So they do give out a lot of stuff for their drivers. I wonder if they use the off-road when the snow gets bad. I wonder if they will take us off-road. Maybe, brother Mike. The Nissan vans are the worst. Super hard to steer, no space, middle, hard to brake, can't fix the seat. Really bad vans. I believe it. From what I've heard, the Nissans are horrible. New York City gets some snow. Hey, they might have you driving in snowplows to deliver, brother Mike. I mean, help the hiring process application. Been waiting a word back from DSP. Applied to A+D couriers in South Jersey. Jordy, you're gonna have to contact your DSP, man. So ask them what's going on because each DSP, like I said, the hiring process is different. And some are better than others, Jordy. I'm sorry, but it's true. Helen Tran, do dispatchers give heavy or light packages depending on the physical outlook? Delivery, drivers, random, everyone. So dispatchers do not assign routes. Amazon assigns the route. Dispatcher makes sure the driver gets the route. Sometimes we might have to reassign the route if the delivery driver does not show up, but that's probably the most we will do. We are not going to change anything unless the driver does not show up. So we might reassign a route, but we don't determine what route you're going to deliver. Amazon does. And equality, baby. So big, small, fat, skinny, male, female, you all get the same. I did my second day yesterday and they sent me on rescue for 2 totes. So not all DSPs do this. Not all DSPs, if it's your second day or during your nursery period, send you off to rescue. Some do, some don't. But it's pretty simple to do rescue, guys. Basically, you go to the driver and you meet them somewhere and you go to the top left corner, click on pick up packages, and you scan it. It's gonna ask you, yes, do you want to deliver this? No, do you want to deliver it? You click yes, I want to deliver this. Why don't you start a career in trucking? There is money. There is money in trucking, but I want to make my YouTube a career. So we're gonna try to do bigger things, not just Amazon forever, guys. So while I'm here for Amazon, use me to the best of your ability. But we're gonna make bigger things happen. I promise you. Promise. Not always gonna be Amazon. We plan on growing and making bigger things happen for you guys. Is the test hard that you take for your DSP? Melvin Flores, if you watch my videos, I explain everything and it shouldn't be hard for you. You should be good to go, man. Everything I say in my videos is pretty much everything you're gonna do as a delivery driver. So make sure you watch the videos, man. I start Tuesday. My first day consists of Edson Carcamo. Basically, man, your first day is going to be getting your stuff ready, make sure you have your rabbit prepared, going to the station. You're going to do everything everybody else does. If you have a nursery route, you're going to have less packages than everybody. Basically, you're just delivering, man, just in a smaller size. So just be ready. Make sure you have water if it's hot. Make sure you have some good shoes and be ready to walk and go up and down stairs if you're going to deliver at apartments. Apartments are frustrating, and if you need help with the Flex app, I have a video on that. Make sure you go watch that video because it's going to help you a ton, give you some tips and tricks on how to actually use the Flex app if you've never used it before. How hard is the driving test on car? I've never done a driving test, but it shouldn't be hard at all. I think the hardest part will probably be if they make you parallel park. I've heard they make you parallel park, but that's the hardest part. On car driving test wasn't bad, just don't hit the cones. Yeah, cool. Hey, what's going on? Are you trying to start your own DSP someday, JD? I am not trying to start my own DSP. I don't want to deal with Amazon. I'm trying to be a YouTube star. I'm trying to be YouTube famous, baby. So we're working on that. We're gonna make things like Mr. Beast happen, but better and bigger. We had a guy backing straight up into the cones with the view counter, couldn't do his serpentine turn without hitting cones. You gotta be careful with those cones. Malvin Flores, you're welcome, man. I-9, you need to show proof that you're a legal resident, so we're all gonna learn together, baby. I-9, you need to show proof that you're a legal resident, so if you're a U.S. citizen, you can bring your U.S. passport for proof. There you go. I-9, Aileen, I think I said it right. I was gonna say alien, but that's not it. But Aileen got us covered on the I-9s. Thank you, Aileen. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for me. It's time to go eat. I went to the gym, and now I'm starving. So I'll see you guys later. I appreciate you guys showing up. It's always a pleasure to have you guys. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. Thank you for being subscribed to me, and thank you for all your questions. Maybe in the future, we're going to make bigger things happen, so be prepared for that. Thank you guys. Love you all, and I'll see you on the next one.